The Sonic Movie 3 trailer has officially arrived, and the fan copium has been insane. There's lots of mystery with this trailer. There's a lot to like. Shadow looks absolutely awesome. The CGI, the VFX, everything just looks better. And what's up with Gerald Robotnik? I thought he got executed by a firing squad. He's still alive. Tons of mysteries that need answers. And there's one other mystery that's been taking the Sonic community by storm, which I've been seeing on Twitter. So we need to talk about it. There's been a lot of talk about two characters that are pretty important from Sonic Adventure 2, Amy and Rouge, and their lack of appearances in the Sonic Movie 3 trailer. But the conspiracy theories have started to flow. There's been several scenes in the trailer where a lot of people think that Amy Rose is actually secretly in it. And if you look at this scene right here, it shows Knuckles. This is not Amy. Although honestly, low-key, I could see why people thought that. But no, that's Knuckles. And then we have these shots right here where people are saying that someone is missing and Amy Rose is actually supposed to be standing next to Knuckles and they're just hiding her for whatever reason. They're saying that this empty spot right here is actually supposed to be her. This is what I'm seeing all over Twitter. And unfortunately, this is the biggest amount of copium I've ever seen in my life. Here's another person talking about it right here. Everyone seems to believe that this theory is true. Amy Rose is somehow in the movie. I'm here to tell you right now, I know I'm the bearer of bad news and I might catch some flack for saying this, but no, Amy Rose will not be in Sonic Movie 3. That's not to say she couldn't be in a post-credit scene, right? Like, I'm not talking about a post-credit scene character. I'm talking about the actual plot, you know, the actual movie portion. Before the credits roll, Amy Rose will not be in the Sonic movie. There is zero evidence of this. It doesn't really even make sense. If anything, the big surprise character reveal of a character who's going to play a role in the movie as an active participant and not like a posthumous character would actually be Gerald Robotnik, in my opinion. I think that was the thing they kind of saved for the end that really shocked all of the fans. Fans should probably temper their expectations because based off of everything that we've seen in the trailer, it doesn't really make sense for her to appear at all. A lot of people say that the big draw for Amy Rose to appear in the Sonic movies is because in Sonic Adventure 2, the movie that it's loosely being adapted or inspired from, is the fact that she's the one who actually convinced Shadow to save the world. That was like her most significant action that she took in the story of SA2. The problem with this is like, why would you waste the introduction of a brand new Sonic character just for like this one scene? It's also clear that it's not going to be exactly SA2, the movie. So it's like, this doesn't even need to happen in general. This can easily also be replaced by pretty much any human character. Like, they're probably going to end up doing that. I just want to make sure you guys have clear expectations and you're not like disappointed when you don't see Amy Rose in the movie. The movie's clearly going to do a lot of focus on the relationships between Sonic and some of his human friends like Tom. It's going to talk about the relationship between Sonic and his friends, Tails and Knuckles. It's also going to talk about Shadow and his backstory, which is going to take a lot of time. So it's like, are you just going to shoehorn a whole other character into this movie last minute when there's no marketing materials or anything about her? Like, there's been McDonald's toys that have leaked and spoiled some things that are going to happen in the movie. And guess what? None of those McDonald's toys include Amy Rose. All of the toys that have leaked out for the Sonic Movie 3 do not include Amy Rose. If you look at the marketing material, it's Sonic, it's Tails, it's Knuckles, it's Shadow, but there is no Amy Rose. Why would you keep her secret and not just like include her in the movie? Of course, it would be great for a post-credit scene though. Another big thing is this. I mean, the Sonic movie franchise could be going under a radical change after movie 3. Remember, Jim Carrey, like, this could be his final movie. We see the scene where Sonic gives him his quill. That would probably help us set up a potential fourth movie. Maybe he creates Metal Sonic, right? Or something like that. You know, if Jim Carrey retires and you're going to want to continue to make more Sonic movies, why would you waste a character like Amy Rose in the third movie, shoehorn her in, when you could make a whole fourth movie about Amy Rose being introduced or Metal Sonic? It's like, you don't want to run out of content, am I right? If you're going to include Amy Rose in the movie franchise, why not save her for a full-blown movie? As a YouTuber myself, ideas are pretty hard to come by. So if you have a whole plot you could use surrounded around this character for a fourth movie, you probably save her for that. This is Shadow's movie. They're probably not going to want to steal any spotlight from him. If there's no more Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman, you have to prepare for life after. So it's like, what if they go to Sonic's home planet? You know, the rings help them travel from planet to planet. So they could easily set up a fourth movie, a spin-off series or something like that, where they actually maybe go back to Sonic's home planet. You include someone like Amy Rose, like Metal Sonic, and maybe some extra characters in a movie like that, as opposed to this one where it's like, this is the Shadow movie. Based off of everything I've seen in the trailer so far, I can't really think of a place where you'd put Amy Rose into this movie and like what she would significantly add to the plot, like what would make her necessary for the movie. So it's like, save it for another movie because that's, I mean, just based off of what I'm seeing, that's what it seems like they're gonna do if they do and choose to include her. Obviously, Sonic fans have a right to be upset if Amy Rose isn't in the movie, because she's definitely one of like the fan favorite characters, and she's part of like the original core 4. But this idea that like there's this conspiracy theory that they're hiding her or something like that, like there's zero evidence or really any indication she's going to be in the movie at all. I think the best case scenario is maybe she appears in the post-credit scene and it kind of satisfies everyone, gives the fans what they want. Trust me, I'm all for having more Sonic characters in the movies, but I'm gonna need to see more evidence than fans just like circling a random empty spot on the screen and saying that that's Amy Rose. Look, we want her to appear, but I'm gonna need to see more evidence in this, and I just want to like make sure you guys have clear expectations as to what to expect. Don't get mad at me when you don't see her in the movie at all, unless it's a post-credit scene for Sonic Movie 3.